Hello everyone, today we are going to show you how to install Windows XP and Windows 2003 Server. Okay, now to create operating system, name it WinXP and it automatically pops up when you type the name WinXP. So next, the memory is in your decision, depends upon your selection. So create virtual VDI. Next, dynamically allocated. Next, the location and size depends it depends upon your selection. Start. Here we'll choose the WinXP Pro since we are installing the Windows XP operating system. The setup is starting Windows. So here the commands are enter to continue, R to repair, and F3 to quit. Press enter. If you want to agree, the command here is F8 to agree, escape if you do not agree, or page down. If you want to read all the agreements, just click the page down button to either next page or previous page. So F8 to agree. So here we create the partition. I will set this to MB. So press enter to install on the drive C. So to make it quick, format the partition using the NTFS file system. While waiting for the Windows XP, while waiting for its process to finish, let's go to the VirtualBox Oracle VirtualBox to install Windows 2003 Server at the same time. So next, create virtual hard disk. So VDI. It is the same as the Windows XP. Start. So here we get to choose the Windows 2003 server. Since we are installing the Windows 2003 server, in the Windows set. So again, press enter to continue, F8 to agree, escape. I do not agree page now, escape. In the server, you do not need to create a partition as I was instructed, because it is a server. You just immediately install and format the partition using the NTFS file system to make it big. So as you can see, the Windows XP just rebooted after the process has finished, just like it is shown on the left on Win 2003 server. Now we are here in the half step of processing the installation of the operating system Windows XP. So after the process is finished, see if the same thing happened as the Windows XP. Windows Server 2003. So as you can see here, the layout of the Win XP and server only change its color. In the process of each individual is still the same as displayed as output. The setup will complete in approximately 33 minutes. Same thing as the Win 2003. So here at the Windows XP on the right, setup appeared. So next, I'm gonna name it comp. Next, so the productive R6 GFA 9W EYM B6 E7. I'm gonna name this computer. Well, on password, I really don't want to put an administrator password, but it depends on if you want to put or not. Kuala Lumpur, Singapore. So we have to wait for another minutes. So let's go here in the Windows 2003 server. Next. Same thing as the OS, I mean Windows XP. So the per server number of concurrent connections. Each connection must have its own client access license, or also known as CAL. Here, it means that how many users should be able to access the server. It depends upon your decision whether how many users can access the server, which limits of 5. So next, I'm gonna choose 5. So I'm gonna name that server. So the password must be alphanumeric. ABCD123 ABCD123. Next, yes. Kuala Lumpur. Now, the Windows XP network settings, typical settings. We'll choose the typical settings. Next. Again, seeing what happened here. And into the Windows XP. We'll wait for another how many minutes to installing Windows, finalizing installation both Windows 2003 server and Windows XP. So after it has finished its process, it has rebooted. So, okay. Windows adjusted your screen resolution. If you can read this text, click OK to continue. Okay. So after clicking the OK button, we were brought here to welcome to Microsoft Windows. So we'll just adjust this. So click next. Help protect your PC. With automatic updates, Windows can routinely check for the latest important updates for a computer and install them automatically. Well, this help protect my PC really uses internet connection. So as for now, we will not use the internet connection. So we'll just select not right now. We'll just skip that. Register online. Now, as I've said, we will not connect to the internet I'm using. So as you can see here, you can input 5 users. So we just only need one. So I will name this Superman. So next. Thank you. Congratulations. You are ready to go. Here's what you just accomplished. Okay, finish. Your computer is configured for internet access. Okay, finish. Okay, so this is the finished layout or the installed operating system of the Windows XP. So let's just check if drive is really installed. Okay. Superman. Yes. So let's just leave there for a while. Let's go here to Windows 2003 XP. I mean server. So it says here, press Ctrl Alt Delete to begin. Well, you do not use the actual keyboard that you are using right now. To begin, go to the input keyboard and you can see here Ctrl Alt Delete. The password is ABCD123. So as you can see here, the desktop of Win server is different. It's plain. So here, create a desktop. Next. Next. Please wait while setup installs Windows Server. So it is copying files, updating your system. May only take a few minutes or or seconds. Only seconds. So finish. So here is the main point of how the server works. Now my next member will demonstrate to you of how the server works.
Hello everyone, we're going to continue to install the Windows XP and Windows Server 2003. Earlier, my co-group mate installed the Windows XP and the Windows Server 2003. But it seems that the Windows Server 2003 has not yet its fully functionality, so he forgot to adjust the display on the Windows Server 2003. In order to adjust the display, simply right click and go to the properties, then settings, and you can adjust the screen resolution by 1024 by 768 pixels and click OK. So we're going down to the first server installation, which is the DHCP server. So in order to install the DHCP server, you must add or remove a role, then click next. So it would detect for a local area connection. So it will take a few seconds to detect. After waiting for the detection of the local area connection, so configure this server using, so we choose custom configuration and click next. Then select the DHCP server. So DHCP servers assign IP addresses to network clients. So click next. So install DHCP server, run the new scope wizard to configure a new DHCP scope, and click next. So it would copy, or the setup is making the configuration changes that we requested. So it will take several minutes to set up. So the new scope wizard has appeared. So to continue, click next. So our description title is "This is an IT server." And next, IP address range. So in this part, we are going to identify the IP addresses which could be catered by the DHCP server. So we assign our IP addresses from the range to 192.168.1.1 until 192.168.1.253. The length of the subnet mask is preferred also on how it depends on the IP address assigned. Then next, add exclusions. So in this part, IP addresses that are not included or not be given by the DHCP server. So our add exclusions would be 192.168.1.60 until 192.168.1.69. Then add. After adding, and click next. This duration, it depends on how the server lasts for a days, or depends on hours or minutes. So for us, we set for 5 days. Next. So configure DHCP options. So do you want to configure the DHCP options for the scope now? Yes, I want to configure these options now. Next. The router, the default gateway, based on the default gateway assigned earlier. So 192.168.1.252. And next, domain name and DNS server. So our parent domain would be it.com. Also with same the server name .com, and our IP address would be 192.168.1.256. Click add, then next. So in survey depends on you on you're going to configure this part. So for us, we're going to skip this. So next. So do you want to activate the scope now? Yes, I want to activate the scope now. Next. And that's it. We have installed the DHCP server. So in order to check our server, click the manage this DHCP server, then check the scope. In the address pool, it states the assigned IP addresses for the address range distributions and for the IP addresses excluded from distributions. In order to be pinged by the client, you must connected it by indicating the arrow part in this area in order to be running and connected. So we're going to ping our IP address or DNS domain. So in order to access the ping, so you run the cm command prompt. Before you ping the IP address, you must go to the devices and network and to the network settings and assign it to internal network so that two virtual boxes would see each other and would be connected to each other. So it is internal network, so okay. It's the same with the Windows Server 2003. Before we are going to ping, we must check first if it's connected. So in order to check, so ipconfig. So it stays the DNS suffix is it.com, the IP address, the subnet mask, and the default gateway. So to release it, so ipconfig release in order to not to connect to the server. So in order to connect back, so ipconfig/renew. So it is connected again. So if you check all the details, so ipconfig/all. So we may know the other details. So my next group mate will demonstrate you on how to install the Active Directory with DNS server.
Good day everyone. So this is the continuation in the installation of Windows Server 2003. So in order not to have an error in the DNS server, then you should install it together with the Active Directory. So here, click the add or remove a role. Then the preliminary step, you should click next. Then click in the server role, click domain controller or Active Directory. Click this one, then click next. Then the summary of selections, you should just click next. Then this one next, click to continue, click next. Then the operating system compatibility, click next. Then here the domain controller type, you should click the domain controller for a new domain. Click next. And then in create new domain, click the domain in a new forest. Click this one. Then in the domain name, full DNS name for new domain, I can just put the work I mean www.work.it.com, and this is the full DNS name for your domain name. So after that, then you should click next. Please wait. So here you go. The domain net BIOS name is just click next. Then here, the database folder, database and log folders. If you have another folder, and then you can like change the folder. Then if you don't like to change the folder, then you should click next. Yes. Then the folder location in shared system volume is specified the folder to choose. Click next. Then here, the diagnostic field, the diagnostic DNS, it detects if the DNS is installed or not, then it will diagnose. So just click install and configure the DNS server on this computer and set this one to use this. Just click this one, then click next. Permission compatible only. Then here in the permissions, just click next. Then in the restore mode password here, if you configure it wrong in the Active Directory, then you can use this restore mode password. Then I will type the IP 2R4, then IP, all caps, IP 2R5. So next. Yes, so next. Then it will take a few seconds to finish this one, the installation. So I just have to wait. Then click finish. Then it should start now. Wait for it to restart. Press here after the restart, then we'll click caps lock is on because the password is caps lock. A B C D 1 2 3. So okay, click OK. carrier personal settings. So administrator, click finish. And as you can see, there is the DNS server and the DHCP server domain controller. And then and now I will ping it. I will ping www.birth.id.com. It's done. Ping, so yes. Then I will ping it to the client server. So there it goes. Ping www.work.it.com. Yeah, it's pinged. Yay! And I'm done. Hello everyone, I'm here today to demonstrate to you on how to install the web server and how to manage it. First, you need to go to add and remove role. Second, go to next, click next, then find the application server, then next, then check these two buttons, then click next, then next. So we'll wait until it's done installing. Now that the installation of the application server is done, so click finish, then you can start the app. So after installing the web server, we will now move on to manage the application server. So we will click this one, then after click IIS, then com server, then right click the website, then create new website, then website, next, then we will put a description like IT, then next, then change the IP address to the same, then www.work.it.com. Then let's browse. We will create a new folder in local drive. New folder, and we will name it www. Then click OK. Then next. Then we will click next. Then enable or click on, check it off. Then next. Yes, are you want to yes. Then finished. So we will right click the IP, then explore, then click here, right click, then use new, create new text, then we will name it as index.html. Yes. We will right click this index.html, that's fine, then edit, we will create a HTML, then head, so head, title, like a home page, because this is our home page. Then title, closing tag, title, and the body, let's say this is our this is our home page. Then closing tag of the body, then closing tag of HTML. So that's it. Before I forgot, let's put the closing tag of the head in this location. Then let's put H1, so okay, H1, then save, then close. Then we will right click the ID, then let's go to properties, then check if the description and the IP address are fine, then documentation. Let's add the index that we create, HTML, then move up so that it will be the home, and then okay, apply, then go to website, then okay. So we will now move on to DNS server, then click the manage this server, then this one, then right click new host. We will create a new host, then we will name it as admin. Then the IP address here is the same as last time, 192.168.168.254. Then add host. Okay. Then so we will now move on to Windows XP. So we will now run the CMP. Then type ipconfig /release. Then okay, ipconfig /renew. Check if it is already connected. Okay. So we will now ping the www.work.it.com. Okay, successful. The admin www.work.it.com. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to put ping. So www.work.it. Oh, no. Admin.work. Sorry. So www.work.it.com. Let me check. Okay, so it's is successful. We'll now open Browse Internet Explorer, then type the admin.www.work.it.com. So it's done. It says this is our home page. So we are done on our first website, the admin. So we will now make our second website, the HR website. Then manage this application method, then go back, then click websites, right click, new, create new website, click, then next, then HR, then next, then same as before, then we will name it hr.www.work.it.com. Next, then path, local, make, then okay, the next, then check out the buttons, then next, yes, then finished. Okay, then right click, then click explore, then new, make text document, hr.html. Okay, done, yes. Then, so right click, then edit, then HTML, then header, title, HR department, then closing tab of the title, the header, then body, okay, then HR, H1, I mean H1, look big, then this is for the HR department, HR, then body, HTML closing tab, and done. Save, then close. So right click this, then we will go to properties, then check if the description is correct, the IP address, then documents, then we will add the text file that we created, HTML, then click OK, then move up. Okay, then apply, then go back to websites, then click OK. So we will now go to the DNS server, then click manage this DNS server, then click forward lookup, click the forward lookup zones, then the www.work.it.com, then right click, then add the new host, then let's name it as HR, then IP address is 192.168.1.254, then add host. Okay, then done. Then we will now go to COM server, right click COM server, then go to all tasks, then click stop to restart it, then right click it, then start. Okay, so we will now go back to the Windows XP to ping it if it is correct. Then here we will type IP config release. Okay, make sure that when you make a new website, you will always release and renew it to check if it's connected. Then ping the website hr.www.work.it.com. So it is successful. To check if it is correct, hr dot so okay, it is successful. So we are done on our two websites. The last one is we will make the technical website. So by doing it, we will click the website, then click view website, and yes, next, create a new website, then text, same as that, then the IP address is the same, host text, www.work.it.com. Then path, we make a folder as tech, then okay, then next, click this file, yes, finished, then right click, so explore, then right click, oops, now make a new text document, name as text.html, then yes, then edit, make new HTML, then the title, let's name it as tech department, technical department. So title, then closing tag of the head, then body, h1, h1, this, let's say this is for the technical department, then closing tag of the body, then content of HTML, then save, then close, then right click, tag, then properties, then check if the description is correct, the IP address again, then the documentation, let's add the text file, text.html, okay, then move up, then oops, then add, apply, then size, okay, then go to the DNS server, then click this then right click, then add a new host. Name as tech, then IP address is 192.168.1.254, then click add host. Okay, done. Then we will go to comms server, then right click it, then find the all task, then stop. So restart it, then we will again click to start, then done. So we will now ping it with Windows XP. So IP config, then release to refresh, then IP config renew to see if it's in there, and successful. Okay, then let's type ping tech dot www.work.it.com, then check if it is successful, then okay, 0 so it's successful. So internet, we now browse Internet Explorer, then type the tech.www.work.it.com. So check. Okay, so we will now close this one, and this one. Maybe minimize. Then we will now move to Windows Server, then click Manage User and Computer in Application. Then right click like this, then click New, then Organizational Unit. So we will now make our organization unit as it.com, then click OK. Then so we will now right click it, then create new organization unit under the it.com. We add 3 websites, the admin, click OK, then back here it.com, create again organizational unit, name it as the HR, then click. So we will now add the last website, create new organization unit, tech, click OK, then click the first dial. We will now add a new user. So new user, click new user. Oops, sorry. New user. Then so that's John, initial L, then Doe. Then his username will be Doe JL, then click next, then password so caps lock on 123 ABCD 123, then click next, then next. So we will change the password because it is
capital Q.
Then we will change it as capital Q WERTY, then 123, confirm it capital Q W R P Y. Then 1, 2, 3. Then click next, finish. Okay. Then we will now move on to the HR. Then create new user. Then its name is Sarah. Sarah, initial S, and her last name Santos. So her user name will be Santos SS. Then click next. Then password same as the admin. So capital. Oh my god. So here, same as the admin. So here, oops, wait. Oh my god. 2. 1, 2, 3, then Q. Then click OK. Next. Oops, wait. Let's go to Windows XP, then to my computer. Then right click, go to properties, then computer name, change, then click domain, type www.work.it.com, then click OK, then administrator, oops, then password is well, so capital A B C D, then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then let's wait. So let's say successful. Welcome to the computer. So it's low. Click OK to start. And so we will now restart the computer. Turn off and click restart. So so we just wait for any moment to start. Now log in as JL and password capital Q and click OK. So now we are here. So we will now log off. Click log off. So token log off, then control here, then change the username to second Santos SS, password same oops, wait, Q, then log in, then here, then again, log off, so Control delete. Then the last for technical user, Marjo Maria MD rather. Then okay, we made the three, log in the three users.
So we're going to make a group policy on our three organizational units named admin, HR, and tech. So first is our admin. So putting a group policy, so click properties, then group policy, then new, and rename admin policy. Enter. But click on it. So our admin policy would be remove display and control panel, remove task manager, and remove run menu from start. So we're going to find first the remove display and control panel. So display, so remove display and control panel should be enabled. Like, okay, check. So next is our remove task manager. System, throw out delete, remove task manager, enable, apply, okay. Then remove run menu from start. So remove run menu from start menu, so must be enabled again. Apply. Okay, so we are done for our first group policy intended for our admin department. So next, and then I forgot to close, then close. Then we're going to put the group policy on the HR department. So same process. So HR department, so new HR policy, and enter. For our group policy for HR would be control panel must be classic. Remove change paths and prevent selection of windows and buttons. So control panel must be classic. So control panel, force classic control panel style. Enable. Apply. Okay. Then remove change password. There. Enable. Apply. Okay. And prevent selection of windows and buttons. Prevent selection of windows and button styles. Enabled. Applied. Okay. So we're done for our HR group policy. And now next is our technical department. Same process. New tech policy. So for our technical group policy would be prevent access to drives, remove my documents from the start, and remove recycle bin. So prevent access to drives, so Windows settings, select Windows components, Windows Explorer, prevent access, enabled. It should be drive C. Drive A. The next is remove my documents from the start menu. Okay, so enabled. And remove recycle bin. Remove recycle bin. Remove recycle bin icon from desktop. Be enabled. Right. Okay, so we're done putting our group policies for HR, admin, and technical departments. So in order to be see the effects of the group policy, it should be restarted by a specific user. So we're going to try it. So we're going to log off. So go JDMiranz. Okay. So our admin, so I have been inside of our admin department named John L. Doe. So I set the group policy on John L. Doe on the remove display and control panel, remove task manager, and remove run menu from start. So we're going to check our set group policies for admin. So first is remove display and control panel. So correct. It is disabled. For task manager, so the task manager is disabled also. And for the run menu, yes, it has been restricted. So we're going next to the HR department. Santos, SS, so we have the inside of our HR department with a username Sarah S. Santos. So our set policies for HR is control panel must be classic, remove change password, and prevent selection of windows and buttons. So we're going to check the control panel. So control panel is classic. So our control panel is classic. I'm going to check the prevent selection of windows and buttons. So properties, appearance, settings. So the windows and buttons has been disabled. The next is the remove change password from the task manager. So it has been disabled. So next is going to check the technical department group policy. We're here on our technical department name with a username Marjo May Gorres. So as you can see, our recycle bin icon has been gone due to the group policy I have been set earlier. Remove recycle bin from the desktop, then remove my documents from the start menu, so also gone, and prevent access to drive. So let's check. Oh yes, it has restriction. So that's it. And that's the end of our tutorial on installing Windows XP and Windows Server 2003 with its respective servers, DHCP server, Active Directory with DNS, and application servers with embedded group policies. We hope you have something learned about this tutorial, and we thank you for that.